In previous video, I told you about homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. In this video, we learn how to separate the substances present in homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. First is your solid-solid mixture. What is solid-solid mixture? When a mixture is formed by mixing two solids only is called solid-solid mixture, like mixture of sodium and ammonium chloride, iron and sulfur, sulfur and charcoal, potassium nitrate and potassium chlorate. And the method used to separate these mixtures are sublimation, magnetic separation, solvent extraction, and fractional crystallization. Now, when we use the method sublimation to separate mixture, we all know that sublimation is a process in which any solid directly converted into vapor. Have a look at this. There are two chemicals. First is sodium chloride, which is commonly known as salt, and the second is ammonium chloride. The formula of sodium chloride is NaCl and the ammonium chloride is NH4Cl. Sodium chloride is non-sublimable, means it does not directly convert into vapor on heating, where ammonium chloride sublime on heating means it can convert directly into vapor on heating. Here is the mixture of NaCl and NH4Cl, means sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. For the occurrence of this process, we required a burner and evaporating dish containing mixture of sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. Now put the evaporating dish on the burner and put an inverted funnel and cover the open end of the funnel with cotton and then provide a heat. As we provide the heat to the mixture, ammonium chloride start converting into vapor like this shown in the picture, and that vapor of ammonium chloride condenses on the wall of the funnel, that is sublimable, and the non-sublimable solid, that is sodium chloride, remain in the evaporating dish. Magnetic separation. Magnetic separation method is used to separate magnetic substance from a non-magnetic substance. Here, in a sulfur-iron mixture, iron is your magnetic substance and sulfur is non-magnetic substance. When we pass a magnet over the mixture, the iron particles get cling to the magnet due to the force of attraction, and the sulfur is left behind. In the container, solvent extraction. Solvent extraction method works on the mixture of two solids in which one is soluble in liquid and another one is insoluble. Here, in the mixture of sulfur and charcoal, sulfur is soluble whereas charcoal is insoluble. Sulfur is soluble in carbon disulfide. So, here carbon disulfide used as a solvent. When we add the mixture of sulfur and charcoal to the solvent, sulfur dissolves in the solvent and the undissolved charcoal is separated from the mixture through the filtration, and after that sulfur can be separated from the solution through the evaporation process. Now the next is fractional crystallization. So come to this topic. Now first we learn about what is crystallization. Crystallization is the process of formation of large crystal in pure form from the solution. For an example, formation of salts crystal from the seawater by the process of evaporation. In this, the salt is impure and has a small crystals, and it get converted into pure form by forming a large crystals. In fractional crystallization, we take two soluble solids in which one is more soluble and other one is less soluble in solvent of water. In the example, the two solids taken, that is potassium nitrate and potassium chlorate, where potassium nitrate is fairly soluble and potassium chlorate is less soluble. Add the mixture of potassium nitrate and potassium chlorate in water and shake it well. Add some cold water to it and let the mixture sit for a while. After some time, you will see that the particles of potassium nitrate will settle down at the bottom of the flask, where the particles of potassium chlorate start floated on the top of the water, forming a crystal. After that, we filter out the crystal of potassium chlorate through the filter paper, and then we heat the solution of potassium nitrate. After that, we set the solution for cooling. After cooling, the crystal of potassium chlorate float on the top of the water, which can be filtered out through the filter paper. The next is solid liquid mixtures. The following methods are used to separate solid liquid mixtures are filtration, sedimentation, evaporation, and distillation. Here, filtration and sedimentation are used to separate insoluble solid, whereas evaporation and distillation are used to separate soluble solid. It is a mixture of calcium carbonate and water. Here, calcium carbonate is insoluble in water. To start this process, first we place a wet folded filter paper in a funnel. Then pour the mixture of calcium carbonate and water through it carefully. On doing this, we can see the insoluble solid, that is calcium carbonate, remains on filter paper, and the water drop by drop collected in the beaker. So, in this way, we can separate calcium carbonate from the water. Next process is sedimentation. Here is the mixture of sand and water. Take this mixture in a beaker and keep the beaker aside for a while. After some time, you can see the particles of sand get settled down at the bottom of the flask, and the liquid poured into another beaker, and the process of pouring liquid in another beaker is known as decantation. So, in this way, we can separate the mixture of sand and water through sedimentation and decantation. Next is evaporation. If we continuously heat the water, it gets converted into vapor, and this process is called evaporation. It is a beaker containing salty water. What will happen if we boil the solution for longer time? Water gets converted into vapor, and lastly we can see the salt at the bottom of the flask. Distillation. Distillation is a process in which liquid component evaporates and recondenses. To this process, we take a soluble solid which is non-volatile. Non-volatile means which does not convert into vapor at room temperature. Here is the mixture of lead nitrate and water. Because lead nitrate is non-volatile soluble solid. Take a mixture of lead nitrate and water in the distillation flask and provide heat to the flask. As we provide the heat to the flask, the water starts evaporating from the flask and it goes to the condenser. In condenser, the heated vapor is cooled back to the liquid state, and in the receiver, the purified liquid, that is also known as distillate, is collected.